Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's game one between the Indiana Blasters and the New York Yankees. Another wild card round game in the Casey Stengel League will come up here. Tonight's pitchers will be Lynn of Indiana with 13-10 with a 4.01 ERA. And to face off against one of the best pitchers in the entire WA, let alone the Casey Stengel League, which is Sandy Koufax, a 22-4 record, a 3.28 ERA. And New York looking to get things going and pick up their first win and go and make a deep playoff run. They have the team to do it. Indiana making the playoffs for the first time in a long time, winning 89 games and earning a wild card spot. Meanwhile, the New York Yankees finished with 112 wins and easily winning the Northeast title. Playing in beautiful Yankee Stadium tonight. It's partly cloudy, 54 degrees, with the wind blowing left to right at 12 miles an hour. A capacity crowd to come and see this ball game. We'll get this game underway. And top three hitters for Indiana is Kenny Lofton, Ed Roush, and Don Mattingly. Kenny Lofton batted .348 this year in the leadoff spot with 5 homers, 68 RBIs, and 234 hits. And was one of the league leaders in steals. We'll see if Koufax can keep him off the bases. The 3-2 pitch by Koufax struck him out on a curveball. Beautiful curveball for the first out of the inning. That's the one thing you're going to have to contend with Koufax is an electric fastball, and then he mixes it up with his curveball and completely baffles hitters here. Ed Roush, the 1-2 pitch, 319 this year. 108 RBIs, but 1 home run. A ground ball to Koufax. He fires it at first, and there's a second out of the inning. Don Mattingly, 21 homers, 118 RBIs, 219 hits, 335 batting average. The 0-1 pitch to him. Koufax deals a line drive right to the third baseman, Edgar Martinez. So despite a couple of balls hit here, nothing doing here for Indiana as New York comes up to hit. Eddie Collins, Willie Keeler, and Joe Torre come on and hit here. For New York, they placed Torre at the third slot, given the success he's had personally against Lynn. Lynn can definitely go out there and get a few strikeouts here and there. He's going to have a hard time, though, with a line that's really prone to making good, solid contact. Lynn with the 1-0 pitch to Eddie Collins, who batted .385 this year with 74 RBIs and 57 stolen bases. A ground ball to Billy Herman, who fires at the first and collects the first out of the inning. Keeler with 2 homers, 79 RBIs, 366 batting average, and 247 hits. First ball hitting areas was 5th in the Casey Stengel League with runs scored 145. Here he slaps the ball up the middle and collects the first hit of the ball game. Joe Torre with 11 homers, 90 RBIs, and 366 batting average. Really a solid year. It's our career year. A ground ball to third, fire the first for second, on the first for a double play. It'll be 5-4, 4-3 double play. And after it is quickly snuffed out. To the top of the second. Chuck Klein, 16 homers, 100 RBIs, 380 batting average. You're going to notice that the league batting was around 315, 320. So when you see the averages this high, a lot of hits were being issued this year. And just a testament to maybe the pitching was not as strong as it should have been, but the hitters took advantage of it. The 1-1 pitch to Chuck Klein is a ground ball down the line, a fair ball. As he hits it the other way, Yastrzemski quickly picks it up. Rodriguez will hold on to the ball as Klein winds up at second with a double. A well-placed ball between Edgar Martinez and the third base foul line for a double. Scott Rowland at 17 homers and 88 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch here facing Koufax. There's a ground ball to short. Rodriguez holds the runner at second and fires the first to pick up the first out of the inning. Well played there. Bubbles Hargrave with a .376 batting average and 76 RBIs and 3 homers. A 1-2 pitch. Struck him out on a fastball. 93 mile an hour for the second out. Billy Herman, 3 homers, 88 RBIs, 353 batting average, 228 hits. The 2-0 pitch And a ground ball hard hit right to Martinez. Martinez makes a strong throw to first and out of the inning. So despite the double by Klein, nothing across. Lou Gehrig, Alex Rodriguez, and Carl Yastrzemski to come up next. Well, Lou Gehrig really ended this year really strong and went up with 40 homers, 160 RBIs, and 3-1 batting average. He was simply outstanding this year. The 1-1 pitch of Lance Lynn. He fires, and a fly ball to center field. This is playable for Lofton. He camps under it and picks up the first out of the inning. A well pitched here by Lance Lynn, who threw a bit of a cutter or slider right on the hands for Gehrig, just enough inside to keep it in the ballpark. A 3-2 pitch out to Rodriguez with his 30 homers, 116 RBIs this year, swinging a miss on a fastball, and he got him. The 2-2 pitcher is Yastrzemski. Here it is, swinging at a miss on a fastball inside, and he strikes out a pair, and down they go in order. Dickie Thon, Lance Lynn, and the leadoff man, Kenny Lofton, come up and hit. 2 innings for Koufax, 2 strikeouts so far. The 0-2 pitch to Dickie Thon. Struck him out on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. It just ran out of his hands. The 2-2 pitch to Lance Lynn. He strikes him out with a fastball in the outside corner. 96 miles an hour. Kenny Lofton, the 1-2 pitch. He struck out the first time. He strikes out again on a curveball and out in the inning. So he strikes out the side and now has 5 strikeouts in a game. Lance Lynn will face Edgar Martinez, Andy Van Slyke, Sandy Koufax. The 2-1 pitch to Edgar Martinez. A line drive and a base hit to left field to lead off the bottom of the third. Well hit there. Van Slyke, 3-1 pitch. And a weak pop-up in a right center field. This is playable for Klein and will collect the first out of the inning. Sandy Koufax, with 1 out, is going to be looking to bunt the runner over. The 1-1 pitch here. He does bunt it, but it's caught in the air by Lynn, and he doesn't execute the fundamental play here. It results in a second out of the inning. Here's Eddie Collins. First ball hitting in this case. There's a drive that is hit deep in the other way. Diving catch in left field by Eddie Roush. He ends the inning and prevents a run from scoring. A brilliant catch here by Eddie Roush to pick up the third out of the inning and get Lance Lynn off the hook. Terrific play. No score as we head to the top of the fourth. Eddie Roush, Don Mattingly, and Chuck Klein are coming to hit. 0 for 1 today for Eddie Roush. The 0-1 pitch to him. A fly ball to right center field. Under it is Keeler, and he's got it for the first out. Don Mattingly, he's 0 for 1 today. The 1-0 pitch to Koufax. Right in on the hands. Man decides to hit it the other way. But under it is Yastrzemski. He reaches up for the catch, and it's out number 2. Chuck Klein with an opposite field double down the line. Has so far been the only type of offense generated by Indiana. The 3-0 pitch to Klein. He's going to walk him on 4 pitches. Here comes Scott Rowland. The 0-1 pitch to him. Attempt to steal. The throw by Torrey to second, not in time, and surprising everybody was Chuck Klein, who picks up his first steal of the postseason. Chuck Klein not necessarily known for his stolen base prowess. He only stole 9 bases the entire year. The 1-1 pitch here. A weak ground ball right to Koufax, who fires at the first and out of the inning. So a walk and a steal, but he's left stranded at second. Keeler, Torrey, and Garrett to come up. Willie Keeler now, 1-1 pitch. There's a drive to center. This is going to be way back, all the way to the wall in center field. Keeler hustling second, heading over to third. The throw to third base is not in time, and off of the leadoff triple is Keeler. Boy, he took a fastball. He just ripped it over the head up. Ball might even have a chance to go out of the park if it was for Yankee Stadium's deep dimensions. The 2-2 pitch to Joe Torre. A drive hit the other way. High fly ball deep at the track, and it is caught. That'll score the first run of the game. Keeler comes around to score. And New York takes a 1-0 lead. So really well hit ball here by Joe Torre. Well hit ball here. Superbly hit ball. Take a look again. Lou Gehrig is now gone and hit it deep, and he hits a home run here. It is now 2-0 for New York. As Lou Gehrig decides to take Lance Lynn deep. My apologies for not showing that. Must have pressed the simulation button here. But it is a 2-0 lead here. Just to show that highlight there. And I seem to have simulated all the entire half inning. So keep in mind that Torre has sacrificed a fly in a run. Scoring Willie Keeler. And Lou Gehrig proceeded to hit a solo home run to deep right field for a 2-0 lead. We are currently in the top of the fifth inning. Bubbles Hargrave to come up and hit. The 2-2 pitch to Bubbles Hargrave. A ground ball to the pitcher. Koufax fires to Gehrig for the out. That's his first putout. His third putout, 1-3. Billy Herman, the first ball hitting here, takes a fastball hit right at Edgar Martinez. He dives for a ball, tries to get up, and will not make a play. And it'll be an infield hit here for Billy Herman. Ball's well hit. Martinez dove to his left, tried to get up, try to make a throw, but Billy Herman he realized he wasn't going to make a play, just kept the ball in his hands. The 1-1 pitch to Dickie Thon. There's a drive, and he rips it. Over the head of Andy Van Slyke. On his way to second is Dickie Thon. He is in there with a double. Second and third now with one out. Lance Lynn to come up here. The 1-2 pitch to Koufax. Struck him out with a changeup. Beautiful pitch for the second out. Kenny Lofton has struck out twice today. He's looking to make some sort of contact. And remember, one base hit here, and it'll probably tie the game. The 3-1 pitch. And he walks him. So Koufax walks Lofton to load the bases. And in comes Eddie Roush. He's 0 for 2 today, but can definitely make some good contact. The first ball hitting here is a ground ball to third, right to Gehrig. Gehrig will hustle to first, steps on a bag, picks up the final out of the inning. And once again, Indiana unable to capitalize on their opportunities to score. They did have runners on second and third with one out, but Lynn came up there. The pitcher came up the hit. He struck out and spiked the walk by Lofton. Well, Roush winds up hitting to a weak ground ball to first. You have Van Slyke, Koufax, and Eddie Collins to come up and hit. The 0-2 to Van Slyke. Nice changeup for nice curveball, excuse me. And he caught him looking for strike three. Here's Koufax. The 0-2 pitch to Koufax. And he strikes him out with a curveball again. That's out number 2. That's his 5th strikeout of the ball game. Eddie Collins. Line drive and a base hit to right field. He did pitch it inside, but not inside enough. And Collins is on first with 2 outs. Keeler tripled and scored, the 3-2. Here's a drive in the right field that is flared into the corner, but under it is Klein, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across. To the top of the 6th, Mattingly, Klein, and Roland, the Harvey order coming up. The 0-2 pitch to Koufax. By Koufax to Klein to Mattingly. Here's a drive that is ripped deep back of the track, back of the wall. It's out of here. It is gone. Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly taking Sandy Koufax deep in the right center field for a solo home run. And it is now 2-1. In comes Chuck Klein, who has hit a double and walked today. The 3-2 pitch. Here's another drive. He blasts it in right center field. That'll be for extra bases. Klein goes on to first, turns to first, goes on to second. He is in with his second hit of the game, his second double of the game. All of a sudden, a home run and a double off of Koufax, and Koufax laboring a little bit here. From innings 4 to 6 so far this year, Roland has hit 8 homers and 22 RBIs and bat 327. So this is a place where it can really do some damage. The 2-2 pitch to Roland. Struck him out on a curveball. Beautiful pitch for out number 1. 7th strikeout for Koufax. Here's Hargrave. A 3-1 pitch to him. They're going to walk him as he throws a fastball low for ball 4. Billy Herman is 1 for 2 today. The 1-0 pitch to him. Koufax fires, and a ground ball base hit to left. The throw to the plate is not in time, and Billy Herman delivers an RBI single to tie the game. Well done. So Klein scores. I got a 2-2 tie here. One was first, second, one out. Here's a pitch again. Here's another drive, and it's going to be for extra bases. Dickie Thon rips one deep into the left center field corner. An RBI double has now made it 3-2 Indiana. And Koufax is really laboring here. He's thrown 90 pitches. Has struck out, so he's walked 3, but he's been hit pretty hard this inning. The 1-2 to Lance Lynn. Struck him out on a fastball. A 93 mile. He still has a heater, but it's just not moving as much as it did through the first 4 innings. Here's Kenny Lofton, the 1-2 pitch. There's a drive, a weak pop-up, but this will be playable for Eddie Collins. He's under. He'll pick up the last out. But Indiana scores 3 runs on 4 hits and has now taken a 3-2 lead heading to the bottom of the 6th. What we have seen so far in these playoffs is that usually teams will score a bunch of runs, but teams that are usually favored, they usually come back and they score a bunch of their own. And this, with the middle of the order coming up for New York, this is definitely setting up to be the case. Lance Lynn, though, is having other ideas here. We'll see if he can get his team out of trouble here in the 6th. A pitch to Joe Torre. Fires at the first. What a throw by Thon as it goes deep into his deep into the hole. Makes a strong throw and picks up the out. Manager Bucky Harris comes out to complain. There'll be to no avail. It's still out number 1. Here's a drive by Garrett to center field. This is playable for Kenny Lofton. He's under it and collects the second out of the inning. Alex Rodriguez. A weak pop-up. But they got you. He's got it. And that'll end the inning here. And he's able to get the 1-2-3. And keep in mind, Thon made a brilliant play at short, though, to keep New York batters off the base paths. Roush, Mattingly, and Klein. Roush has got over 3 today. The 3-2 pitch. And a line shot and a base hit up the middle. Leadoff single for Ed Roush here. Here's Don Mattingly, the 1-0. There's a line drive. There's a base hit the other way. Base hit the other way to left field. It's first and second now with nobody out. First and second. Nobody out. And Chuck Klein, who was just walked, hit 2 doubles, has scored a run. So we're going to do some damage here. The 2-1 pitch to Klein. Right in on the hands, fly ball to center field. Vance, like hustling deep center, makes the grab and picks up the first out. First ball in for Scott Rowland here. Both runners are going. They nail the runner going to second base. And Mattingly trying to steal second. Jams his hand. The trainer examines him. And they have to take Mattingly out of the ball game. Now there's 2 down, but there's a runner at third. Here's Roland. The 0-2 pitch. There's a drive to right field. This is playable. That'll end if Keeler will make the grab to pick up the final out. So Mattingly's out of the ball game. And they're going to bring in Gil Hodges to play first base here instead of Don Mattingly. Yastrzemski, Martinez, and Van Slyke enter the seventh. And once again, Lance Lynn, 81 pitches, 6 innings, and 5 strikeouts. He's given up 2 runs, but he's also just given up 6 hits with no walks. The 2-1 pitch to Yastrzemski is a drive to center, right at Lofton. Boy, he ever put a big rip to it, but right at Lofton for the first out. Edgar Martinez is 1 for 2 today. The 2-2 pitch to him, Lynn, a drive hit the other way, but right at Klein. So 2 hard hit balls hit respectively to the center fielder and right fielder, right on the nose, but 2 outs are recorded. The 1-2 pitch to Van Slyke. Swinging on this, strike 3 on a cutter, and out in the inning. Nothing across, and after 7, Indiana up 3-2. Koufax still in the game, 115 pitches in, having to face the bottom part of the order. Here's Bubbles Hargrave, the first ball inning here. It's a ground ball to short. Rodriguez fires to first to pick up the first out of the inning. Billy Herman, a 3-2 pitch. He walks him with a high fastball. Dickie Thon doubled his last time up. They pick him off. They pick off Herman trying to go off the first base, and they get him for the second out. But that was a terrible running play and just not paying attention. But also, you might as well give credit to Koufax. He had a brilliant move over there. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Thon. A weak ground ball to Koufax. His fourth play, 1-3. Koufax shaking his knee a little bit here. Might have tweaked it when he was trying to pick up that ball, but nothing comes out of it. They will remove Koufax from the game after pitching 7 innings. Hank Greenberg now will come on in and pinch hit in place of Sandy Koufax. Lance Lynn pitching to Greenberg, the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, and it goes through to left field for a base hit. So Hank Greenberg is on with a single, a pinch hit single, and he'll bring up the top of the order. Here's Eddie Collins, a bunt, right to third base. He fires it to first, and a sacrifice is executed. That'll move Greenberg over to second base. So Eddie Collins with a very good sacrifice bunt. And the first out has been recorded. Here comes Wee Willie Keeler with a run in scoring position here. A 1-1 pitch to him. And a drive deep the other way for a base hit. That'll be extra bases. That'll tie the ball game. And Keeler on his second with a double. A nice throw by Lofton, but not in time. As Keeler rips an RBI double to tie the game at 3. In comes Joe Torre, 1 down, the 1-1 pitch. He lines a single up the middle. That's a base hit. Lofton picks it up, fires it quickly onto the shortstop, and it'll hold Wee Willie Keeler. First and third with 1 out. Lou Gehrig, who's gone 1 for 3 with a home run today. Lynn, 7 1/3 innings here, looking to get himself out of a jam. A 1-0 pitch. There's a drive to center. Deep, and that'll be for extra bases. 1 run will score, but New York will take the lead. It'll drive in a second run. Gehrig gunning it from second inning to third. He is in there with a 2-run triple. And just like that, New York has taken a 5-3 lead. And this is one of those tales where, you might as well run your bullpen here. Now they bring in Drew Storen to come on in, and the damage has already been done, unfortunately. Facing Rodriguez is a line shot deep down the line, but this will be caught by Roush. But however, this will allow Garrett to score to make it 6-3. So just a cautionary tale here about, when you have a bullpen and you know that your starting pitcher's having trouble, take him out before things unravel. Here's Yastrzemski with nobody on and 2 outs. He's over 3 today. Here's a drive to center, deep, back at the track, back at the wall. Goodbye. And a home run for Yastrzemski. He rips a deep drive off of Storen, and they've now taken a 7-3 lead. So from hopeful to unfortunate to bad to worse here all in the 8th inning as they scored 5 runs in this inning. A 1-0 pitch to Edgar Martinez. Here's a drive. This one's blasted deep. Back at the track, back at the wall. It's gone. Back-to-back home runs for New York. Edgar Martinez joins in the act and hits his first home run of the postseason. It is now 8-3. And Storen just looking to just get out of this inning here. The 0-1 pitch to him. There's a ground ball to short. Thon will throw to first, and he mercifully ends the inning. But New York scores 6 runs in a frame to make it 8-3. Steve Carsey to come on in for Koufax. Looking to just pick up the last 3 outs. Max Carey to come on in to pinch hit for Indiana. And it's really unfortunate that Indiana took way too long to relieve Lance Lynn because he was pitching a whale of a ball game through 7. The 1-2 pitch here, Carsey to Max Carey, is a drive. It is ripped. It is deep, and it's going to hit the base of the wall left center field for extra bases. Carey's on his way to third. He is in there with a triple. Boy, that ball was scorched. Kenny Lofton come up in here, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fired to first. But the ball's dropped. The ball's thrown away by the shortstop, Rodriguez. And an error will allow Lofton to move to second, but more importantly, Carey to score. It is now 8-4. A 1-2 pitch here to Roush, and a wild pitch in the dirt. Lofton goes to third, and now they got a runner to third. Nobody out here. A 3-2 pitch to Roush. A ground ball to short. Again, Rodriguez fires the ball away again. Another error by Rodriguez. Another run scores. Roush winds up at second. It is now 8-5 with a runner at second and still nobody out. John Franco to come on in. In comes Gil Hodges, the 1-0 pitch to Gil Hodges. The closer's coming at 39 saves this year. There's a ground ball diving play. Collins makes a beautiful play. That could have been disaster. Would have made 8-6. Runner moves over to the third. They do pick up the first out of the inning. Chuck Klein, the 1-1 pitch to him. There's a line drive and a base hit to right field. His third hit of the ball game. He drives in a run. It is now 8-6. So they've come back and scored 3 runs in this inning. There's a runner first. The tying run is at the plate. The 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball and a base hit up the middle. Base hit up the middle. First and second one out. And so a couple of throwing errors by A-Rod and a couple of hits here. Has made this game a little bit more close than it should be. It is now 8-6. Bubbles Hargrave with runners at first and second, one down. The 1-1 pitch. And a balk is called on Franco. Of all things. And a balk is called to John Franco. Klein moves to third. Scott Rowland takes second base. Unreal. A 1-1 pitch again, a 3-2 pitch. Him in a high fly ball that is hit to left field. This is playable by Yaz. He gets the second out and run a beautiful throw to prevent him from scoring a run. 2 down here. And Billy Herman here was 2 for 3 with an RBI. Looking to pick up a hit and tie this ball game. 0-1 pitch. Here's a drive. It is high. It is deep. It is going. It is gone. A 3-run homer by Billy Herman. He took a changeup on the inner half of the plate, pulled it into the deepest part of the park in Yankee Stadium, and yanks it for a 3-run homer. Unbelievable. They have now taken a 9-8 lead. Dickie Thon to come up here. The 0-2 pitch to him. Struck him out. But the damage is done. They have scored 6 runs. They bat around the inning to score 6 runs here and have now taken an improbable 9-8 lead. Milt May to come on in for defensive purposes. Babe Herman to come in to pinch it for John Franco. Dan Plesac, the closer, will come on in, hoping to nail this save down. It has been a really weird game. A lot of, when they score in bunches. Babe Herman was the best pinch hitter in the WA this year. 69 hits and 150 at-bats, 4 homers, 30 up. He batted .460 for the season. The 1-1 pitch. 1.83 ERA for Dan Plesac with 35 saves this year. And a line drive and a base hit up the middle for Babe Herman. And he just continues to just rip the ball with authority. He's just been in sync and on fire. Eddie Collins, first ball hitting. A bunt. Throws over to first and picks up the out. Eddie Collins with his second sacrifice bunt of the game to move Babe Herman over. Wee Willie Keeler, the 0-1 pitch to him. He drives at the center, but this will be caught by Lofton with a diving play. Not only that, he keeps the runner at second. Wow. 2 down here. Joe Torre up next, and he's the last batter here. Let's see what Plesac can do with him. The 0-1 pitch to Dan Plesac. There's a ground ball right to first. Gale Hodges will step on the bag, pick up the final out, and Indiana wins improbably with an unbelievable 9-8 victory. Unbelievable. That's incredible. Indiana prevails with 6 runs in the 9th inning to win 9-8. Indiana with 9 runs on 13 hits, no errors. The New York Yankees, 8 runs, 13 hits, committed 2 errors, 2 big errors by A-Rod. That really shifted the momentum in the top of the 9th. The winning pitcher is Drew Storen, who pitched poorly, and yet winds up with a win. He's now 1-0. The losing pitcher is John Franco, who also happened to blow the save here. He goes to 0-1. And the save goes to Dan Plesac, despite giving up a base hit to Herman. Nailed up the last 3 outs to pick up his first save of the postseason. Tonight attendance is 46,598. Game time was 3 hours and 37 minutes. And Billy Herman was the player of the game with a big 3-run homer, drove in 4 runs, had 2 hits. A special note about this game, Don Mattingly was removed from the game for Indiana after trying to steal a base. He was caught stealing when the process jammed his hand. Gil Hodges, though, filled in admirably in his absence. So the final score tonight, Indiana on the road in Yankee Stadium scored 6 runs in the top of the ninth to prevail 9-8 over the New York Yankees. Incredible. That's all I can say. Just absolutely incredible. Well, on behalf of yours truly, John Pepper Georgiou, I wish everybody a pleasant evening, and we will see you next time. Take care.